Geometry Dash Lite was always the inferior version to its full price counterpart, but it was always meant to be like that. With updates coming out periodically, some wait times longer than others, it's clear to see that the game slowly developed into a bigger and bigger deal. Although once we hit the 25th of November, we have the biggest update in Geometry Dash Lite's history. Geometry Dash Lite 2.215 is what we're calling this update, and we start off by the fact that it's added 2 new levels. Not 2 boring levels either. We have some of the greatest RobTop levels that he's made, with Theory of Everything 2, the conclusion to the game prior to 2.0, and on the topic of 2.0, we have the selling point for that update, Geometrical Dominator. To now have a second mainline demon within the free version of the game is one thing, although to finally transition into 2.0 style gameplay within RobTop's main lineup is a massive milestone. With natural progression looking better than ever, I'm super excited for the new influx of fans that we will receive thanks to this update. This alone is a pretty big deal. Yeah, these levels are incredible, but not only just that, we're 3 levels off from having all of the mainline RobTop levels in the game. Although what usually happens with the Geometry Dash Lite update is that people play the new level that just came out, 3-coin it, and then they stop playing the game. Completely out of nowhere, RobTop has allowed us to collect orbs to unlock items in the item shop. This is a free game. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a free version of Although when I bring up replayability, a lot of people are going to talk about the achievements that were already in the game. Please, by all means, that's cool, but nothing beats the idea of going into the item shop with the orbs that you've taken time out of weeks of gameplay to finally get the specific icon that you want. I mean, look at this bomb on right here. My robot's swagged out forever. Although, people are gonna straight away listen to that and then realize you still can't search. That's one of the defining factors for the paid version that will never come over to Lite. So then RobTop's realized that he needs to add another alternative to the game, which I present to you, being daily levels. We all know how daily levels work by now, but what Geometry Dash Lite has that the paid for version doesn't is the incentive to continuously play it. Now, some people will look at that and go, that's quite a questionable positive. So RobTop realizes this once again and adds weekly demons and event levels. No, like the actual event levels that just came out in the main version of the game to Geometry Dash Lite. To have event levels is absolutely mind-blowing considering that this is the free version. Why I keep bringing Lite to that is I believe it's truly an incredible thing for someone to not even spend a single bit of money to still see the most up-to-date RobTop content and contribute towards it. Okay, so there's level number 3 for the NCS album. Okay, I'm gonna go onto this game, haven't spent money for it, and I'm still gonna be able to experience what everyone else is. Here on the patch notes, we also have that there's new unique levels every single week. So this is not a thing in Geometry Dash as far as I'm concerned, although heading over to Geometry Dash Lite, we can head over to the featured tab and then we can see up at the very top weekly levels. We can confirm that this is a brand new feature to Geometry Dash ever so slightly. It's not too big of a difference because by heading over to the main version of the game, we can see that it just says featured, but we know this by now. With all these changes, Geometry Dash Lite is looking like a game that already exists, so people are questioning what RobTop's next move will be. Well, funnily enough, while I was making this video, we got our answer, and it's the exact same update that Geometry Dash Lite received. Pretty interesting move. Now, the intention of this is clear. Have everyone playing a subset of the main Geometry Dash game to come over to the Lite version. Maybe they'll pay full price for the main version, or they can just do what they were doing usually on the Lite version of the main game, so it's a bit more clean and concise, and then some. Now, thanks to Geometry Dash World getting a similar update, a lot of people may think that what I just said holds little to no value. Although taking a look at Geometry Dash World, this game is basically a self-proclaimed stepping stone advertising Geometry Dash Lite as the very first thing to you once you finish the base game. With all these new features making players go towards Geometry Dash Lite every single day, RobTop has added even more onto this concept. The ability to have daily chests, so therefore keys, therefore even more chests, being able to find secret unlocks and more. That segues us into my next point. Now, because you can get shards courtesy of the chest that you can unlock, we have new achievements to correlate with that. Now that you can collect orbs, RobTop's now opened up the path section to the game, which is something else that you can grind towards for new unique icons. Now, players who have been playing the paid version of the game for however long now may be watching this video scratching their head, wondering what's in it for them. We've just watched a video all about Geometry Dash Lite. Now, the intention of the update was to have new players come through, which means that the percentage of people going from Geometry Dash Lite all the way up to the paid version of the game will increase. Now, if we take a step back and take a look at GD Lite, we now have a game that's only 3 mainline levels away from its paid for counterpart, with the entirety of the tower. I'm sure future levels will be locked off. And then when it comes to constant replayability, we have the unique to the game weekly levels, daily levels, weekly demons, and event levels. Considering that casuals are the most important factor when it comes to the success of a video game, Geometry Dash Lite is nothing but a positive. We also have to remember that a lot of people that try Geometry Dash may not really enjoy it, so why not allow the Geometry Dash Lite version to give them the best shot possible to switch over to the full version of the game. When video games thrive off of one individual feature, it means that a Lite version may as well not even come out. Although because of RobTop curating this game over the years to make different portions of the game accessible to different types of players, this makes GD Lite accidentally perfect. Geometry Dash Lite used to be a pretty embarrassing shell of its paid for counterpart, although to see all these things that are playable and having witnessed them come through slowly over time, Geometry Dash Lite is now a better deal than it's ever been.